Hi, friends. Today we'll have a very quick and simple recipe for delicious apple puff pastries. My name is Marta, and I'm glad to see you on my culinary channel. Take 2 apples. It's better to choose apples with a bit of tartness and firm enough so they don't fall apart during baking but keep their shape. Peel the apples and cut them into circles about 1 centimeter thick. While I'm cutting the apples, please write in the comments which country you're watching this video from. I will be very interested to learn more about you. Next, we need to remove the core from the apple. You can do this with special tools, but I don't have them, so I use the cap from a toothpaste tube. It fit perfectly in diameter. Just like that, using the cap, I cut holes in all the apple slices. The next step is to take the ready-made puff pastry. Unroll it and cut it first in half lengthwise, then crosswise into squares. Take a square of dough, and now the most interesting part. We need to make cuts parallel to each corner of the square. Then place a slice of apple in the middle and fold the corners inward. We get something like a flower made of dough with the apple inside. You can decorate the core with something. For example, fresh berries, raspberries, or blueberries. Break 1 egg into a bowl and whisk it with a whisk. We'll brush our puff pastries on top with this egg to make them golden and crispy. Just like that, carefully brush the dough with the beaten egg. Place the resulting puff pastries on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and bake in the oven for 20 minutes. During this time, the puff pastry will rise and the pastries will become fluffy and appetizing. Look at what beauty we got after 20 minutes. Warm, fragrant puff pastries with apple inside. This is the perfect recipe if, for example, guests are coming soon and you need to whip up something for tea. Or if you want to treat yourself to something sweet on the weekend, but don't want to fuss with cooking for long. If you like such simple homemade baking recipes, subscribe to the channel. I have a whole collection of delicious apple desserts. Now I'll show you another recipe for apple puff pastries. It's prepared in a similar way, but the pastries turn out sweeter and in a different, unusual shape. First, do the same as in the previous recipe. Take 2 apples and peel them. Cut into round slices. Remove the core from the apples using the cap from a toothpaste tube. If you come up with another life hack for removing the apple core, write in the comments. We'll collect a selection of suitable tools. Next, take chocolate paste and spread it on the apple circle. It will look more aesthetically pleasing if you put the chocolate paste in a pastry syringe and squeeze it out in a circle, but if you're in a hurry, you can just use a spoon like this. Top with a second apple slice. You get such an apple sandwich with chocolate inside. Next, take the ready-made puff pastry and unroll it. The packs sold in our stores are 350 grams of puff pastry. That's just right for this recipe. Cut the dough into strips about 1 centimeter wide. It's convenient to do this with a pizza cutter, but a regular knife will work great too. We get these thin strips of dough. Now our next task is to carefully wrap the apple slice with the dough. When one strip of dough ends, just take another and continue. On my channel, there are very interesting recipes for quick apple pies that cook fast and turn out very tasty. In the end, we get such a puff pastry. Place them on a baking sheet as well. Bake for 20 minutes in the oven with top and bottom heat and convection. Look at what flour-like puff pastries we got in the end. Sprinkle them with powdered sugar and serve warm with aromatic tea or a cup of coffee.